Hello dear student, today we are going to start first chapter and there is two poem composed by Robert Frost. First one is Dust of the Snow. And before starting this poem, let's have look at the scenario. What was the condition when the Robert Frost has composed this poem? When Robert Frost composed this poem, he was very sad and upset. His mind was full of sadness and sorrowfulness. On the other hand, the weather condition was also very chilled. There was snow falling everywhere. So in this poem, two things has been mentioned. One is the black crow and second one is hemlock plant. So here black crow and hemlock tree both are the symbol of ill ominous. Ill omen. Ill omen means अपशकुन अपशकुन का प्रतीक होता है. So here the poet Robert Frost has written this poem by taking the theme of crow and hemlock tree. As we know, crow is a black one and its voice is also very harsh, and hemlock tree is also known as very poisonous plant and tree. So in this first stanza, poet says, when I was very upset, when my mind was full of sorrow and gloom, at that moment I came from my home. Then suddenly I saw a small black crow playing with the hemlock tree. As soon as I moved ahead, then I felt some flakes of snow falling down upon my body. In this way, suddenly there was change of mood. My heart, my mood, my whole body was thrilled with the enjoyment. And then suddenly my whole body was full of happiness and enjoyment. In this way, I was very happy. Poet wanted to say that even a small thing can also change your mood. As ominous like things, crow and hemlock, they can also make your heart, make your mind changed. They have also power. In further stanza, poet says, has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had due. So poet says in next stanza, I was very unhappy, I was very sad, I was very sorrowful at that time. So my whole day was going to be ruined, going to be destroyed. But as soon as I saw the small crow playing with the small plant, hemlock, then the white surface of the snow, which was looking very white, very smooth, as soon as it fell down upon my body, then there was the changement of the mood. My whole day was saved in this way. There was sudden changement of the mood. I was very unhappy, I was very upset, but as soon as I got some showers of the small flakes of the snow upon my body, I became very happy. So here poet wanted to tell you that even a small thing can change your mind. So this is the English explanation of this poem, but I wanted to explain it into Hindi so that you can also get the meaning. So first stanza, here poet बहुत ही उदास मन से था. वो बहुत उदास था जिस समय उसने यह पोयम लिखी, और उस समय सर्दियों का भी महीना था. और यह जो पोयम है वह दो विषय वस्तु पे लिखी गई है, एक काला कौवा और दूसरा हेमलॉक ट्री. काला कौवा जैसा कि हमारे समाज में माना जाता है कि वह अपशकुन का प्रतीक होता है। और हेमलॉक ट्री जो कि बहुत ही जहरीला होता है, जिसे हम धतूरे के नाम से जानते हैं, जिसको खाने के बाद इंसान की मौत हो जाती है। तो यहाँ पे ऐसी विषय वस्तु को लेकर उन्होंने यह पोयम लिखी है, रचित की है, जिसको हमारे समाज में हे दृष्टि से देखा जाता है। तो वह कह रहा है कि मैं उस समय बहुत ही उदास था, मेरा हृदय दुखों से भरा हुआ था, और सर्दियों का महीना, चारों तरफ बर्फ ही बर्फ की चादर बिछी हुई थी। और कह रहे हैं कि जैसे ही मैं अपने घर से बाहर निकलता हूँ तो मैं देखता हूँ कि एक छोटा कौवा जो कि हेमलॉक का जो पौधा है उससे वह खेल रहा था, और अपने पाँव से जैसे उसने स्टर किया बर्फ़ की चादरों को, तो वह मेरे ऊपर पड़ती हैं, और जैसे वह मेरे ऊपर उनकी बौछार बर्फ़ की जो शॉवर्स होती है मेरे ऊपर पड़ती है, मेरा मन जो दुखी था, उदास था, वह खुशियों से भर जाता है, प्रफुल्लित हो उठता है। और अगले स्टंजा में वो कहते हैं हैज़ गिवन माई हार्ट अ चेंज ऑफ मूड। और इस तरह से जो मेरा मन उदास था, दुखी था, उसमें परिवर्तन आ जाता है। मेरे मन में जो दुख था उसके जगह पे अब खुशी और आनंद भर उठता है। एंड सेव्ड सम पार्ट ऑफ द डे। और इस तरह से इस छोटे से कौवे ने मेरा पूरा दिन बचा लिया, जो कि बर्बाद होने वाला था, नष्ट हो जाने वाला था, क्योंकि मैं उदास था। सो इन दिस वे रॉबर्ट फ्रॉस्ट इज़ अ वेरी ग्रेट पोएट ऑफ अमेरिका, एंड फॉर दिस composition he has also won 4-time Pulitzer Prize. And further, one more poem he has composed, and this poem is named after fire and ice. So let's have a look at this poem also, fire and ice. So the title given here, fire and ice. So first of all, we will discuss about the title, which is given fire and ice. You know fire is always very horrible, and ice. So here fire and ice, this is the poem composed by Robert Frost. So this poem has also two stanza first and second one. And in first stanza, poet wanted to tell you that there are so many people who believe that this world will be destroyed once upon a time by this fire. So what is fire here? Fire means desire, lust, fury, and so many other things which stimulate our emotions. These are known as fire. On the other hand, ice means hatred, indifferences, coldness, etc. So let's have a look at first stanza. Poet says, some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I have tasted of the desire, I hold with those who favor fire. Poet says, there are so many people of the world who believe that once upon a time this world will be destroyed by fire. Fire means desire, fire means lust. So all the people are very lustrous, they are full of lust, they are full of desire. Everybody has some huge demand, desire. That's why they are struggling, they are fighting with each other. So poet says, due to this lust, due to this over desire, once upon a time this world will be destroyed. But further he says, some say in ice. Poet says there are so many people who support this world will be end ended with ice. Here ice stand for hatred, नफरत जिसे कहते हैं. So other people who believe that once upon a time this world will be destroyed not only by fire but by ice means hatred. नफरत के द्वारा भी इस दुनिया का अंत हो सकता है. सभी लोग आपस में नफरत करने लगे हैं. So further poet says, from what I have tasted of the desire. Further poet says in third line, these are the belief of the two different group of the people, but what I have believed, poet says, I have tasted of desire. I have tasted both, not only ice, not only fire, but both. I have the taste of both fire and ice. So further he says, I hold with those who favor fire. Poet says, I support those people who believe that once upon a time this world will be destroyed by fire. I support them because this is the greater cause behind the destruction of the world. But further poet also add that ice will be also sufficient for the destruction of the world because I have tasted both fire and ice. So let me tell you the explanation in Hindi of first stanza. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. पोएट कहता है इस दुनिया में बहुत से लोग हैं जो कहते हैं इस दुनिया का खात्मा हो जाएगा, इस दुनिया का समापन हो जाएगा और उस समापन के पीछे जो कारण होगा वह फायर होगी. फायर मीन्स आग होता है और यहाँ पे आग का सेंस ये लिया गया है कि हमारी इच्छाएं जो होती हैं, हमारे अंदर जो लस्ट होता है वो आग की तरह होता है जिसकी पूर्ति के लिए हम हर एक इंसान एक दूसरे का गला काटने के लिए तैयार है. तो पोएट कहता है कि दुनिया में बहुत से ऐसे लोग हैं जो कहते हैं कि इस दुनिया का एक दिन अंत हो जाएगा और उस अंत के पीछे जो कारण होगा वह फायर होगी. फायर मीन्स लस्ट और डिज़ायर. फ्रॉम व्हाट आई हैव टेस्टेड ऑफ डिज़ायर, कहता है कि जैसा कि मैंने ये जो डिज़ायर है उसका स्वाद मैंने लिया हुआ है, मैंने उसे चखा हुआ है. आई होल्ड विद दोज हु फेवर फायर, और कहता है मैं उनके साथ खड़ा हूँ जो फायर का फेवर करते हैं, जो फायर का सपोर्ट करते हैं कि इस दुनिया का खात्मा फायर से हो जाएगा. और आगे पोएट कहता है कि सिर्फ आग ही नहीं, फायर ही नहीं, बल्कि इस दुनिया के खात्मा के लिए आइस भी एक महत्वपूर्ण कारण हो सकता है. सो लेट्स हैव लुक एट सेकंड स्टैंजा. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of it. So here perish means to die. To die means to destroy. Poet says, if the world will be destroyed by 2 times, then I think I know enough of it. Then poet says, if second time this world will be destroyed, then no doubt this world will be destroyed by hate. Hate means ice. Ice means hate. So second time this world will be destroyed by hate, ice. First time by fire, second time by hate. And further he add that to say that for destruction ice is also great and would suffice. Suffice means sufficient. So poet says ice will be also sufficient for the destruction of this world because ice also more and more horrible as equal to fire. So in this world ice is spreading, ice means hatred, and fire is also spreading everywhere. All the people are suffering from the over ambitions and over desires. So further I would like to explain the second stanza in Hindi. But if it had perished twice, कहता है पोएट आगे सेकेंड स्टंजा में कि अगर दुनिया का खात्मा 2 बार होता है, आई थिंक आई नो इनफ ऑफ हेट, कहता है मुझे विश्वास है कि ये जो हेट है, जो नफ़रत है लोगों के बीच, वह पर्याप्त होगी इस दुनिया के खात्मा के लिए. सो इन दिस वे दिस पोएम हैज़ deep meaning Even though this poem is very short poem, so before starting poem, you must have great attention upon this title and meaning of this poem. So let me tell you which types of devices of imagery has have been used in this poem. So here, first of all, two words, some and some, repeated again and again continuously in two line. It means there is use of anaphora, and there are some repetition of the word is also, like what, with, who. In all these words there is repetition of word www. So where there is repetition of word, there is use of alliteration alliteration. So there is alliteration used, and assonance is also used. Assonance means where there is repetition of vowel sound. So here o o o o means there is repetition of same vowel sound more than one words. That's why there is assonance. So this is known as assonance. So these are the imagery technique style have been used in this poem, which is composed by Robert Frost. So this is the completion of this poem, and thank you for watching this explanation.